have seen a ton of changes in the NFL over the last few days regarding 2024 NFL free agency. So today in Madden 24, I'll be using a ton of the players that have switched to new teams in the offseason in the game. And no, I will not be using every single new player that has switched teams. And we begin with the quarterback position and Kirk Cousins, who has signed a $180 million deal with the Atlanta Falcons. And this is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Atlanta Falcons offense, because Kirk Cousins, he may not be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, but he's an excellent game manager and deliverer of the football. He is going to get the ball to guys like Drake London, like we just did there, Kyle Pitts, and he's going to be really good for somebody like Bijan Robinson. And with the Falcons now having a passing threat, it's going to lead to a lot of Bijan Robinson, really good runs, but it's not like he can't catch the ball out of the backfield, so Kirk's going to throw it to him, but he's also going to run it with Bijan Robinson. And let's see, Bijan, let's get a better run than that. A little inside zone again, and there's nothing there this time. Let's get this run to the outside, though, for Bijan. That's where he's in space and can make some moves. And Bijan Robinson with Kirk Cousins at quarterback have delivered a Falcons touchdown in just one drive. Steelers Nation, let's ride. Russell Wilson, 75 overall for the Steelers' new quarterback. Well, not even an hour ago when I'm filming this video, Deontay Johnson has been traded from the Steelers, so Russell Wilson has to work with some other weapons. He still has George Pickens, still has two really good running backs, and Pat Freiermuth, who's going to be a really good tight end for the immediate future. So we'll see what Russell Wilson can do with his new team. Steelers Nation, let's ride, and we're taken down. I want to see like a Russell Wilson, the George Pickens deep shot, and we might have one. Pickens can't come down with it. And it's not looking likely that we pick it up, but you never know. Pickens has one-on-one. George Pickens from Russell Wilson. Little bit of a lucky catch animation. But welcome to Pittsburgh, Russell Wilson. The Raiders' new quarterback is 72 overall Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew might not wind up being the starter. He'll have to compete with Aiden O'Connell in Las Vegas. They might even draft their quarterback. Not sure what their future is going to hold at the QB position. But right now, we'll go with Gardner Minshew. It's really Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson that will be the starters next year for their team. There's a 100% chance that it'll be Kirk. It's probably like a 90% chance that the Steelers are going to go with Russ over Kenny Pickett. As for Gardner Minshew, probably like a 50-55% chance it winds up being him. And we'll do one more quarterback after this, and then we'll move on to the running back position, because that's a position that has a lot of studs changing teams. No more Josh Jacobs for the Raiders, too. We will be using him on his new team when we get to the Packers. And there's Michael Mayer from Gardner Minshew in Vegas. And we'll finish with the QBs with Sam Darnold of the Minnesota Vikings. So for Sam Darnold, he was never good with the New York Jets. Maybe had a couple good games, but as a number 3 overall pick, I believe, in his draft class, very surprised to see Minnesota give him a $10 million one-year deal. I don't really know if he's worth it. I'd probably just go with Josh Dobbs if I was the Minnesota Vikings. But instead, they're going to give money to Sam Darnold. Who knows if Jefferson will even be on this team after denying a contract extension from the Vikings. And this could be one of his final gritties. Can we get the gritty? That was a good throw, though, by Sam Darnold. But Jefferson was just so open right there. And now let's move on to the running back position that I said earlier was absolutely stacked in free agency. And we can start it off with Aaron Jones going from the Packers to the Vikings. Might as well keep it right here. We just scored the touchdown with Jefferson, and now we give the ball to Aaron Jones, who goes from the Packers to the division rival Vikings, and he makes a move, and Aaron Jones gets to the 37. I thought Aaron Jones would have went to somebody like the Cowboys. I believe he's from Dallas. He always plays good when he plays Dallas. So I was just thinking he would sign with the Cowboys. Why not? They need a running back. No more Tony Pollard in Dallas. So I thought they might go with Aaron Jones. But we'll have to wait and see how this winds up going for Aaron Jones and the Vikings. We'll see if Jefferson is with them next year, like I said earlier. But Aaron Jones can punch it in inside like the 2 or 3 yard line every time. Next for the Philadelphia Eagles is Saquon Barkley. You know, this one definitely hurts as a Giants fan, but I'm happy that Saquon got his money. I just wish he got it somewhere else besides the Eagles. It is what it is, though. What's done is done. I still wish Barkley best of luck. Hopefully, just his worst games are against the Giants. And Saquon with this offense, though, it's going to be tough to stop. If Jalen Hurts gets back to form from 2 years ago with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard, the offensive line is still really good. If their defense is better, the Eagles next year, they're going to be a serious contender. They might wind up going back to the Super Bowl. Hurts, you got to get rid of that one, though. 4th and 1, Barkley, you got to pick this up. That's why they got you, and Saquon doesn't get it. But we went 4 and out, basically. Turned it over on downs. Let's not have that happen again. Can we get some better blocking for Saquon? Definitely thought there'd be some really good blocking here with Saquon Barkley, and Barkley cannot get more than like 4 or 5. And if you're enjoying the video, do me a favor by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. The read option game, though, between Barkley and Hurts is going to be dangerous, too. But how about Jalen throwing it to Barkley in the end zone? And Saquon makes an unbelievable grab in the end zone. And I can't believe he's an Eagle. Now we move to Green Bay, who have signed Josh Jacobs from the Raiders. So the Packers go from one good running back in Aaron Jones to another good running back in Josh Jacobs. Both really good players. And they decided to go with Jacobs in free agency. You can't blame them. That's who they wanted to go with, and they got their guy. Both Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones can catch the ball out of the backfield, so expect the same gameplay here from Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs on that Texas route is going to get to the 31. And the Packers had their under-the-radar season last year and then snuck into the playoffs, won a game in Dallas. So going into year 2 with Jordan Love as your starter, you're going to be expected to build on that and see maybe an NFC Championship berth. We'll have to wait and see, though. They're a good roster. They got good coaching. They got a good running back, a good quarterback. They have some good young wide receivers. Future's bright in Green Bay. There really has not been running room for Jacobs. So we're going to have to pass this ball. And Jacobs probably not going to get in. I'm going to throw a pick. There was no running room for this man inside the 5, and we throw an interception. I got to get lucky to even get a yard with Josh Jacobs right now. Okay, get to the outside. Get that block. Come on, Jacobs. Turn the corner. Break a tackle. He's out at the 2. Got to try to get to the outside. Jacobs gonna have to try. There's a hole. Walk in, untouched, new Packers running back. Now we head to Tennessee, where Tony Pollard is the new running back. Tony Pollard, not much success as the lead back in Dallas. Will that be different in Tennessee? We are gonna find out. If we can make one move, we might be off to the races. Look at Tony Pollard go. Big pick up a 19. I like the speed from Tony Pollard there. I like the cut. I like the broken tackles. Look at Pollard go. Definitely not Derrick Henry, Tennessee, but Pollard makes a good cut, and he scores for the Titans. And we're gonna finish the running back position with Derrick Henry. King Henry now on the Ravens. Well, if you didn't know how to stop this Ravens offense with Lamar Jackson before, tell me how you're going to stop this read option when you have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson sitting in the backfield just ready to run over everybody. King Henry and Lamar together through the tackles. Who's stopping Derrick Henry? And then you have the threat of Lamar going to the outside. Honestly, if I was the OC in Baltimore's Lamar Jackson, spin cycle, makes a cut, and he might go all the way. No, he's tackled at 22. I'm calling a run every single play. Let Henry find some space to the outside. The King in the end zone in Baltimore. Now we're going to head to the wide receiver position that honestly at this point has not seen a ton of movement. And we got Deontay Johnson now playing with Bryce Young in Carolina. We will see what this wide receiver can do for Bryce Young's young career. Deontay Johnson's a good receiver, though, so he is a number 1. I'd say more a number 2, but he can be a number 1 on this Panthers team as Deontay Johnson scores a touchdown just like that for Carolina. The next wide receiver we'll be using is Gabe Davis, who signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The wide receiver position definitely wasn't a stacked position in free agency this year. We still have guys like Calvin Ridley that haven't signed. Hollywood Brown still needs to sign with the team as well, but Gabe Davis found his way onto the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that is a deep threat for Trevor Lawrence. But guys like Mike Evans never really made it on the open market. We'll see if T. Higgins winds up getting traded from the Bengals because he wants a contract extension. And I just realized, did I go to Christian Kirk and not Gabe Davis? Oh, I keep forgetting that Gabe Davis was 13 on the Bills. He's not 13 on the Jaguars anymore, so I've actually been throwing a Kirk. So we got Gabe Davis in the slot to the left right there. Gabe Davis on the slant. Gabe Davis, welcome to Jacksonville. That's a touchdown for their new receiver. And we are going to go back to Atlanta for the final wide receiver of the video, and that's going to be Darnell Mooney. Well, we talked about Kirk Cousins with the Falcons already, but we're going to finish offensive players with Darnell Mooney now in Atlanta. That's going to be a good number 2 wide receiver coming from Chicago. Darnell Mooney has some potential to be good with a quarterback like Kirk Cousins, so we'll see if he can be even better. He'll probably be about the 4th or 5th option on the offense, though, as we're going to go back to this play action on this crossing route across the field with Pitts, Bijan, Drake London. He'll probably be the 4th or 5th option on the team, but still, there will be a place on this offense for him. And let's see if we can just go streak here. Take the play action. Beautiful throw. Kirk, there it is. Darnell Mooney. Welcome to Atlanta. Let's go ahead and use some of the best defensive players that sign with new teams at free agency. And we start with the Texans' new pass rusher, Denil Hunter. Well, this is a perfect opportunity with Denil Hunter and the Giants being backed up to their own 4 trying to make a play. And he actually was getting destroyed by the O-lineman there. Denil Hunter got a lot of money from the Houston Texans. They also got Joe Mixon in free agency, so they're looking to make a splash even more than they did last year. I know Kuda gonna get a pick six. That wasn't in the cards, but maybe he saw Denil Hunter and Daniel Jones doing what he does and throwing pick sixes. I think I'm better off just letting the CPU do something here with Denil Hunter. Can we get to Daniel Jones? He got picked. Oh my goodness, Stingley gonna pick six Daniel Jones again. Oh my goodness. Daniel Jones is playing horrible. Can we get one tackle? I just want one tackle with Hunter. There it is. We got a tackle with Denil Hunter. Next is Brian Burns, who was traded to the Giants. Well, as a Giants fan, we're definitely gonna have a good pass rush. I don't really know about the rest of the team. The offensive line got some improvements too. I would have loved to have gotten a sack right there on Jalen Hurts with Brian Burns. We were coming around the edge. He got rid of it a little too quickly. Can we go ahead and maybe get a tackle on Saquan Barkley? Get some revenge here, Brian Burns. If he gets that ball, I want that tackle. I want that tackle, Burns. You better chase him down. Okay, Barkley. No, don't do it to us, Barkley. Barkley, leave us alone, man. Don't do that to your former team. All right, Barkley's back there again. Let's go to the middle of the field. Oh, let's go. Shoot up the middle. Come on, Burns. Get past Barkley. Get the hurt. Okay, we're just letting everybody run all over us. There's absolutely no way they're at the 3. He runs it again. We got to get that tackle. I want that tackle on Barkley. Come on, Burns. Okay, Barkley just scored on us. Now we're going to move on to the new D tackle of the Raiders, Christian Wilkins. I don't know how some people use them. I am absolutely terrible with them. Come on, Wilkins. Come on. Oh, my goodness. We had a second more, and we would have had a sack. We want to tackle. Come on. Get there. Wilkins, get there. No, Max Crosby. Come on, man. Max Crosby had to steal that from me. Wilkins getting double teamed. No, Crosby again gonna steal that. He didn't get the sack, but that's off the field for the Panthers. And we'll end this video with the new middle linebacker for the Steelers, Patrick Queen. See if we can make a play with Patrick Queen here at the middle linebacker spot. Is it going to Bijan Robinson? We need you to hunt him down. Okay, I'll take a little assisted tackle. I'm pretty sure I got a hand on Bijan Robinson with Patrick Queen. Steelers really needed an inside linebacker, and there it is. Nice tackle by Patrick Queen for a tackle for loss on Bijan Robinson. 3rd and 4, holding the 3. Holding the 3. Patrick Queen. Go. Oh my. Oh, good breakup. I thought Bijan caught that. That wasn't on Patrick Queen. But we keep them the 3, and that's how we'll end it. That's going to do it for the video, everyone. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. And make sure to go check out my other channels that are in the description down below. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.